a test. This is not a test. Remain calm. You have trained your entire life for this. Game dev incoming. This is not a test. This is not a test. This is not a test. Remain calm. You have trained your entire life for this. Game dev incoming. This is not a test. This is not a test. This is not a test. Remain calm. You have trained your entire life for this. Game dev incoming. This is not a test. This is not a test.
Hello. How's it going? So, what are we doing today? We are doing a little game jam game, or trying to do a bit of one anyway, for the game jam that I'm running, which is, you know, that one. So the prompts are, let me bring this over to the other screen. Boop, no. The prompts are rotate, water, jump, and egg. And I realised that egg's not really a concept or abstract, really. But hey ho. I was in a bit of a rush when I made the page. But it's all good, you know. So my idea for the game is to make some sort of egg and spoon race. Except instead of it being like a traditional egg and spoon race, I thought it would be fun if it was eggs versus spoons, and then like maybe some weird thing where you can sort of switch between them. So yeah, I've sort of started it off stream just a little bit, just as a, I've done the basic egg model, which to be honest doesn't look the best in engine for some reason. It's not quite consistently shaped for some reason. But you know, it'll work well enough for a gem game. It looks pretty good in this preview, and then when you play it, it just, I don't know, it looks a little bit weird at certain angles. So the idea with this is you will have sort of an obstacle course, and you have to traverse it as either an egg or a spoon. The egg can only roll and jump, but only like careful jumps, because if it jumps too hard it'll smash. And then the spoon can only jump. So you kind of have to, I'm thinking you'll have to control the spoon by like rocking backwards and forwards, and then just as it's about to fall, you have to like hup, and then like rotate it back, I think. I'm hoping that'll be quite a fun little thing. And then obviously the egg, I've tried to make it so that the center of gravity is off center, so it does topple. And then you basically have to control it like a rugby ball, so you have to roll it along the ground. Careful not to go too fast, because if you go too fast, then you will explode. I'm thinking for the water, if you go into a body of water that's too deep, you will just float, and then you need to be rescued, which I guess isn't technically right, because a fresh egg wouldn't float, but you know. One second, I'm just checking something. Yeah, okay. So some egg and spoon races take place with raw eggs, others take place with not raw eggs. So maybe we can go with like a soft boiled egg, you know? So yeah, that's the general idea. Can't you see the googly eyes? Can't see the googly eyes because I rotated the mic. There you go. You made a little game last Easter that would have been perfect for this jam. Ah! Well, the jam's still running, so if you want to, like, make a sequel, you got 12 days. I think you could definitely do it. But how you been? You been good? So, at the moment, the only mechanic I've got, if I run the right scene, do it! You currently cannot move, which will be fixed. You will be able to ask for a rescue, and at the moment you can just change shape. Oh no. This needs to be a one shot, and it needs to be like 5 seconds. There we go. So at the moment you can only turn into an egg or an egg because I haven't got the spoon, but the idea is you will be able to, and I need to do something about the position of the smoke particle. So let's make the smoke particle like, I don't know, 0.5 seconds. Maybe make it like 15 particles, maybe. So what I was trying to do for sort of mild performance reasons is just have the particles only spawn at a position and stay there and not move with the model, but I guess maybe I'll need to do that. I guess one way to fix it would be to turn off and do like a small sphere. Do you wanna post your game? I'm curious now. Why? It's let's make the explosiveness a bit. What is going on with my mouse? Okay, that was weird. That's better, I think. That should fix it. No, it's a bit better. Okay, we just make the explosiveness like 0.8. All this, just not even got a game yet, and I'm doing all this optimization, or prettification. It'll do. Okay. So we need to got jump, got all the others. Yeah. So I will say this isn't going to be the longest stream, just, and then we want joypad axes, left stick up, left stick down, left stick, left, no, and left stick, right. Cool. Then we want to say camera up, camera down, camera left, right. And then camera up would be... See, the only thing I wish with Godot is that you could somehow treat the X and Y of the mouse movement as an action input. Stick up. Right stick, right. Huzzah. Okay. Okay, cool. So, guess what we can do for now is we can maybe do... Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do Node 3D. I'm going to put the camera underneath the Node 3D. We're going to call this gimbal. Okay, func input. Event is input event mouse motion. Rotation degrees dot y plus equals event dot relative x rotation camera 3D dot rotation degrees dot x minus equals dot y. Is that right? Or is it the other way around? What if we just do this? Okay, kind of works. If joypad motion. Plus equals wait mut e what do we get from Is this going to be like I am bread with an egg? Kind of. Thanks for the lurk. I'm thinking maybe sort of. Let me have a look. I am bread. Is that the game I'm thinking of? Yeah, kind of. I was kind of thinking it would be sort of like quap, but it's going to be an egg or a spoon. So the spoon is going to jump, and then the egg is going to roll. Is the idea? If I can work it out, we'll see. If event dot axis equals joy axis right x or event dot axis. This is really bad. But we'll do it like this for now. Okay. Bar amount equals, as the egg cracks and leaks juice, it could get stickier and allow for wall crawling. Ooh, I like it. I think it's beyond the scope I've got for the jam, but maybe for version 2. I quite like that idea. And input dot get axis get vector is what I want. Vector negative x, negative y, left, camera right. Started Godot project and then got a new job and haven't moved very far from rough concept. Yeah, I saw you got a new job. Well done, congrats. What was the idea of the Godot project, and which Godot were you using? I think that's right. Oh God, what am I doing today? Okay, let's reorient the camera. There we go. Camera down. Amount, rotation degrees plus equals to 3. Amount x, amount y, and then 0. Let's try that. It's like the phone knows. I mean, having the controller connected would probably help if I was going to, test it. Wow. Okay, it's kind of working. Okay, that's fixable. Doom, but everything kills you in one shot and is virtually invincible until you take a hallucinogen, which bullet times you, makes you invulnerable, and makes you one-shot kill them. So everything would go from Hellscape to Candyscape. Oh. Yeah, I like the idea of that. Did we have a vague sort of discussion about that before? I think maybe. Sounds very familiar, but in like a good way. Let's go funk ready. We will. How do we lock the camera mouse mode? Yeah, it's an input. Okay. well beyond your skill set at this time. I'm still learning, and yeah, we might have talked about it. That or the tarot hex slinging. Ah, it was the tarot one. Yes, 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 yes. What? Okay, that needs that needs some scaling. Let's go with var controller sensitivity vector 2 times by 1.1 times by controller sensitivity. Oh. New job prohibits working actively on projects, so if you want to take either idea and run with them, happy. Cool, thank you. I think I'm a bit over-ideaed at the moment, but possibly in the future, if you're not in a position to work on them yourself by then, sure, I'd be up with that. That's still way too strong, but okay. Oh, okay. I see the problem. I'm not entirely sure I know how to fix it. There is, yeah. Get vector. It should be normalized, right? This method is useful when getting vector inputs such as from joystick. The vector has its length limited to 1. So rotation degrees plus equals that times by that. Might need to speed cap it, but plus equals amount. It might be because I'm doing it on input rather than... Oh. Is input not... Accidentally pinging yourself into the wall is part of the fun. No, this is just the camera control. This isn't even the control of the this isn't even the control of the egg yet. But I think I know what the problem is. I think input isn't limited to 60 frames per second. So if we do func process, and then we just do camera control equals basically this. Oi, oi. Cat. Come to say hello. But yeah, I think maybe that's what the issue is. Let's try it. Okay, nope, that's definitely not the issue. Interestingly, I can see on the stream it's not as blurry because it's rate limited at 30 FPS or whatever. Did you see an egg? And you were like, "Oh yes, please." Rotation degrees. So the new job, is it cool? Can you talk about it? Is it? If you can hear that. Sorry. Rotation degrees. Interesting that it's still at 0, 0. Okay. Super cool. I'm the marketing coordinator for licensed products at the OP to a lot of monopolies and clues and Yahtzees with brands on them. I structure our marketing for them. Everyone I work with is awesome. Nice. Glad to hear it. What's the op? Like, why are you being so difficult? Sorry, streamer's being distracted by a kitty cat. You can't even see the kitty cat. I can't move the camera because then they'll get upset. Just finished launching Beatles Monopoly. The company does other games in the hobby and party space. Telestrations, Tapple, and Blank Stare. Cool. I've heard of Telestrations. I've not heard of the others. But I assume Beatles Monopoly is just Beatles-themed Monopoly? I assume Abbey Road features heavily. Yay! I'm going to have to put you down at some point. You don't normally accept this for this long. What's going on? So, just trying to think about the spoon. I kind of want it to be that you pitch forward and backwards and then you hop and then you have to like sort of catch yourself before you fall over, and if you fall over you either need rescuing or you need to turn into into the egg. And if you can get the egg sort of the right way up, then, you know, that's the idea, I think. They also just released Aqua, which is very thinky tile placement with a marine biology theme. Ooh. We're getting off game dev for a second, but Aqua board game. Biodiversity in the oceans, that one. I can't move it over. There we go. Ooh. Starting point is a hotspot that gradually becomes surrounded by expanding coral formations. I like the cover. I like the hex tiles. This is why there are extra days, cat delays. Yes, exactly. Yeah, looks it. So does it play sort of a bit like Hive? Oh, apparently we were running ads. Did anyone miss anything? That they were very keen to watch. He doesn't normally stay here this long. Closer to Cascadia, but a bit more streamlined. Okay, that's cool. Wait. This isn't one I playtested, is it? I can't imagine it is. No, okay, definitely not. But it looks really cool. I'm currently, just as a, while we're on board games, I'm currently working on a weird little domino game for the TCG cool game, cool contest, cool component contest. Sorry, this is very awkward when he comes here like this. Hopefully you don't mind. Come on. There we go. So the idea is it's I cannot mouse left-handed. It's kind of it's a lane control game, sort of, using dominoes and tiles. The dominoes being the cool components. That needed shuffling. And then we just grab the one. Just stick it on top for now. There we go. So those are the three types of tiles, and then the idea is you play dominoes. You can see what they are, but you play them face down. And then you reveal them after at least 2 tiles have been played on any one side. And then you see who can push the other to their castle. I think it's quite fun. The contest unfortunately requires a 45-minute playtime maximum, and this game plays somewhere between 7 minutes and like an hour and a half. So I'm trying to work out a way to sort of make a hard limit at 45 minutes. But yeah. And then I'm still working on A Taste for the King, but I took sort of March off because I just got a bit overwhelmed with the number of tracks I'm making your brain hurt. There's only 3? but there's a slight difference between the way these tiles play. So the 15, you just have both players have a unique limit of 15. So if either of them goes over, then that player busts. If they both go over, then the tile busts and it knocks out the entire lane. This one, you have a combined total of 24, so essentially 12 each. And if either of you if the total goes over, you bust, and blanks are always 7 on this tile. And then this one, if either of you go over your limit, the entire lane busts. And again, blanks are high on that one as well. So blanks, hopefully. Nope, you're not going to give me a blank A. Okay, let's just zoom in on that one. So on the top, you can see there's some blank tiles, and those can be 7s or 0s. So it's kind of blackjacky, kind of. And then you can choose which side of the domino you use when you reveal them. So yeah, that's what I've been working on for the last couple of weeks, just for that contest. Seems to have generally favourable responses from the people who have played it so far. But I just need to work on the time thing. I feel like that's a common thing with my board games, is I always need to work on the time. They're either like a 5-minute thing, which is not what I intend, or they're an hour plus, which is also not what I intend. I like the variable blanks and the wonky busting. Makes for some really interesting decision making. Thank you. Yeah, and then there's a thing where you can, if someone's sort of here, like this, they get a little bit of an extra power, which is a little bit kingmakery maybe, but I guess that's kind of a good thing for the length of the game. They can choose to look at their domino. If they don't like it, they can just chip away at your bust limit. And then when you reach bust limit of 7, the game ends. Likewise, if you lose this tile, you get pushed back onto this tile, and you get invaded. So that's basically the core of the game. You're a silly boy. Yeah, but if anyone wants to try this at some point, I'm more than willing to have more playtest feedback, because I can't go to. I don't think I'll be able to go to Protospiel this year. This time, I'm really sad. I'm getting my wisdom teeth removed, like the week, just like the same week. So I don't know what state I'll be in. Oh, I know. I was really bummed when I worked it out. I thought, oh no, I didn't realize it was the same week. But because it's on NHS, if I postpone it, it's probably going to be like a 3 or 4 month wait. So probably just best to get it done now and just be sad that I'm not doing Protospiel. I might ask Heather if I can maybe get a ticket and do a refund if I'm not able to go, just, for reasons. But we'll see. Right, I need to put you down. I need to do some stuff. Ooh, what was that? Twitched. You did the wisdom teeth removal thing a while ago. I realised how good the drugs were when I thought Charlie's Angels Full Throttle was the best movie ever. Oh no. Is that the second one? Because I don't think I've seen that one. But from what I've heard, yeah, I'm not sure I want to, so the drugs must have been really good. Maybe you want me to put you down now? He's got fed up now. Come on. There you go. Good boy. You're gonna have to wait a bit. That's it. Okay, at least I've got my primary hand free now, so I can actually do some light stuff. So tamago is Japanese for egg. It's like I've been doing Duolingo Japanese since early October, and the only word substitution that has happened is every time I think of egg, I think tamago, which isn't the most helpful thing. Of all the things I could have possibly learnt in the last 4 or 5 months of Duolingoing, remembering that egg is tamago and then, having it automatically substitute in my head is not the most useful. Right. So let's see if we can do some things. So I'm doing this weird thing where I'm actually doing the player movement in the egg and the spoon scripts, but then the player itself is a sort of a level above that and is just a dummy sort of object that handles player input, global player input, if that makes sense. Which feels like a really weird way to do it, but I can't really think of a better way to do it when the models swap out so hard and have different movement sets and are different movement physics bodies. So let's just try and do the spoon for a minute. Huh. I have Blender 4.1 installed. This is not Blender 4.1. And that took a really long time to load. What's going on? Ew. Hello. There we go. Okay. So the way I kind of wanted to do it was very lazily. Actually, I don't know why I deleted the cube. I was going to use the cube as the basis. We are going to go for like 0.1. We are going to subdivide. We are going to do that. We are going to subdivide this, and we're going to go whoop. We're going to go like this, and we're going to go like so. Maybe just bring these down and up a bit. That'll do. And then we can maybe oh god, what's that? SX, and then down. Oh no, what have I done? It's not even like it's been that long since I used Blender, only like 2 days. It's not like I've been using it for 10 years. Spoon. Oh, okay. That's what the shade smooth by angle does. Okay, cool. And then we can maybe just, this probably wasn't the best way to model a spoon, now that I think about it. Just trying to do it quickly. It's a weird spoon, but it's my spoon. Oh, what has happened here? There we go. Spoon. And then we can always, just maybe grab these, SY them a bit, just to make it a little bit fatter. And then we could always do that. And maybe this one. The perfect spoon. Never one better. There we go. And I guess what we'll do is we will move this to here, because we kind of want this to be the base. Okay, and then we'll save this as spoon. Give it a nice silvery metallic color. Spoon. High metallic. Low roughness. And then give it like a mid-grey. Specular. That'll do for now. It's just it's a test. And then we want to, I think I was just going to do a capsule collider for the spoon. So export as a GLB. Player, mesh, spoon, selected objects, apply modifier. There we go. Spoon. Oh yeah, it looks nice and spoony with the, yeah, kind of. And then we want to add a collision shape. We want to make a capsule shape. Okay, the spoon's too big. Good to know. We will make this about a third the size. Yeah. Okay. And we want to, or what do we want to do? We want to get a 0.3. Boop. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. So we're going to go at onReady var spoon equals spoon. The spoon is too big. No, we don't want to do this. We want to... Okay, so... I think this is going to be more complicated than I thought, but it should be doable. Func physics process. Tilt equals input dot get axis, move forward, move backward. Okay. And then we want to say rotation degrees plus equals wait, rotate. I think so. Rotation degrees dot x plus equals tilt times by delta. And now we can, what we can do is we can go here and we can replace this with the spoon. Okay. So we go boop. Oh. Do they both need to be rigid bodies? They might both need to be rigid bodies. No. Why? What? Okay. Come back. Okay. That needs increasing quite a bit. So tilt 1 degree times by delta each frame. So we would expect it to rotate by 1 degree per second. Right? So if we said, just do magic number for now, times by 60. Yeah, okay. But then we want it to be able to, fall and then jump. Okay, so we'll say if input dot is action just pressed. Oops. Jump. And is on ground, on floor. velocity dot y. Oh, but it needs to be rotated to. Oh no, not the skin. Oh god. Okay. Velocity dot y plus equals jump force. Export jump force float equals 20 to overcome gravity. Velocity dot y plus equals new scene, other node, kinematic body, character body. Add this as a basic movement. Okay, and doop. Let's just steal this. I think I need to do this here. We'll just hide all that for now. And we'll hide all that for now. Okay. Let's see. Oh, we don't actually need that. I was just using it for the script. And we can probably delete that for now. Like so. Okay, so then we jump. Okay, so we want that. We'll do export jump rotate float equals 120 degrees second. Then we want to replace this with jump rotate, and then we'll also have export var look rotate float equals probably about the same sort of speed, but having them split out will be good. Var look equals input dot axis, move left, move right, rotation degrees dot y plus equals look times by look rotate times by delta. So I've just realised part of the reason that this is weird is the x on the camera is wrong. So that needs to be minus x. Oh god, is that right? I don't know anymore. Okay, Okay, so we'll need to rotate the jump force. Jump force needs to be rotated by normal / rotation. I'm just checking something. I don't think any of my timers are working. Okay, what am I doing? Stop getting distracted. So yes. Okay, and I think what I need to do is have a little raycast. Called my intention is that the spoon essentially wobbles backwards and forwards like this, and then does a whoop, and then you got to catch it. But I'm happy for it to be able to jump from either the spoon end or the handle end. But I think having it be sort of fish-like when it's on its back, I think makes sense. I think we use the raycast for ground detect head and ground detect handle. I think that makes sense. So we'll put that like so. We'll say 1 meter above. Okay, and maybe we can do a thing where, excuse me, we'll do export var start as spoon bool equals false, and then we say if start as spoon swap model and then what we can do is just have that as a in theory. What is this? What is this? Oh, that's just okay. Okay. So now we're starting with the spoon. Huzzah! Okay. And then we want to say if we... I wonder if it's just easier to do this as a... If it's just easier to do it as a... as a rigid body, just for the type of game I'm trying to make, but we'll do it like this for now. So the spoon, if rotation degrees dot x absolute is greater than let's say this is probably going to be easier done as a rigid body, but we'll persevere for now. Maybe tomorrow's stream we can deal with doing it as a rigid body. Is greater than, let's say 45, no, 33.3. Start to topple. Rotation degrees plus equals is greater than 33 and abs rotation equals this. Save the assignment being done more than once. Abs rotation is less than or equal to less than 90 rotation degrees plus equals fall rate, topple rate, call it topple rate, times delta times by rotation degrees. We'll do it like that for now. Okay. Export bar topple rate float equals. Let's go with 30. And then the thing I want to do in as little work as possible is obviously if it's toppling that way, you want it to keep toppling that way. I'm sure there's a better way of doing this, but topple int equals 1 if rotation degrees is less than 0, topple equals minus 1, or even just times equals minus 1. And then we can just say topple rate times by topple dir. There we go. Okay. No one saw anything. It's all good. Okay. So Yeah, I think this will be better done as a rigid body, but we'll get the general logic working for now. Okay. Times by basis dot y. Not the basis. We want to now what I think I need to do is in player we need to func physics process if model.getChild count is greater than 0, gimbal.global transposition equals model.getChild zeros dot global position. That way the camera will follow it in a nice kind of way. Okay, it's fixable. Okay, what if we did that as 120 and we did this at like 100 and 100? Sorry, not that one. That one. So let's move this one up. Second. Okay. Okay. So let's add a little mesh. Just for the testing, we'll do it as a plain mesh. And we want to make this 10 by 10 by 10, 20 by 20 by 20. And cool, and then it's not got aha. Okay. What if we did do it as a new scene? Saves. Oops. What did I do? Save scene as. We're going to go back to spoon. We're going to call this spoon rigid. We're going to replace this. Okay. Spoon. Spoon is going to be too big again, so we need to say 0.3. We need to make this collision shape not the egg collision shape. We need to make it a capsule, and then we're going to just copy the capsule shape from here for speed. Copy. Paste. Let me just move that up. So that is like so. And like so. Okay. Come back into this. We say this needs to be spoon rigid. And then attach script, spoon rigid, create. Um, okay. Just trying to make sure. Yeah, so basis.y is surely what I want to multiply the jump by, right? And then instead, we don't really need to do this automatic. Don't need to do any of this. Does this have an on-floor method? I don't really use rigid bodies very often. Okay. Right. So add force. Apply central force, apply central impulse. What's the difference between force and impulse again? Applies directional force without affecting rotation. Force is time. Update. This is applies without affecting rotation. Applying jump force. And then we just need to Bunk is on floor. For array in ground detect. Don't get children. If array dot is that a thing? No, okay. So we're going to add this. We're going to call ground detect. And we're going to copy these two fellas. Oi. Copy. Paste. There we go. Cool. Is is colliding. And get collider static body 3D turn true, return false. This is proving to be more difficult than I was expecting. Okay, so I'll say vector 3 0 jump force and 0, and then I might need to rotate that by the ground normal again. Okay, focus on floor. Kofi Y. Oh, okay. Shut up in space. If not is on floor. If is on floor. And input dot is action just pressed. Jump. Jump. Okay, let's see. You are not on floor, are you? You know what that needs to be? That needs to be... This needs to be up a little bit, just in the body. Bye. Okay. 2. Let's see what happens if I do just 2. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So F6. 2. What? Oh. Because I need to do these as forces. That's why. Okay. Apply torque. Tur 3. Tilt times by jump. Rotate. 0. And then we want to apply torque here. Y-axis. Look. Times look. Rotate. Did it again. Okay. I think I know what's wrong. I just don't know how to fix it. So I think what it is okay. So that was very much correct. But if okay, let's try this. Okay. Wait, for a brief second I saw the ground plane we left. And this is why we don't do physics games, kids. I wonder if it needs to be a sphere collider. No! I mean, if push comes to shove, that is kind of the movement I was anticipating. So I could potentially just call that a feature. Hmm. It sort of works, but it's not right. Goodbye. So which spoon do I go for? Times by basis. So theoretic. Stop it. I'll just put that as the current for now, and that way I can. So what we can do is play talk. Let's halve that to 50, not 560. I think I'll just shoot off. Okay. Wait, if I rotate the spoon the other way around, will that look correct? 180. Hi, how's it going? So it's sort of better than I was a few days ago. Why is that? What was up? Oh no. Well, I'm glad to hear it's sorted now. Oh my god. Uh, oh my god. Which group? Oh. um, yeah, I stream. I just haven't. I don't think I've streamed since about a month before I came to your channel that one time, like the first time. So yeah, it's been a while. Oh, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. And also, just because the stream elements thing isn't doing its job like it's supposed to, if you go there, you can have some fun with the TTS bot if it hasn't crashed. It hasn't crashed. So yeah, I give you the right tags in my group and I can add you stream live tab if you want. That'd be nice, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks. Yeah, so just to catch you up, I'm currently running and taking part in the 12 days of Sketchster Game Jam, which runs for about 2 weeks around Easter. And then there's also Sketchoween and Sketchmas. And those are obviously also holiday-based jams. The themes for this one are rotate, water, jump, and egg. So I'm trying to make an egg and spoon race game, but you are either an egg or a spoon, and I'm having a little bit of trouble with the physics of it at the moment. So yeah, just what? Also, I think I've got my camera backwards, I think, and it's really confusing me sometimes. So the idea is when you're the spoon, you should be able to jump, and it should sort of jump in relative to the angle that you're at. And it's just, I mean, when I next go live, it'll be in the streaming live channel. Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate it. What? Come on, come on. Yeah, so someone else said that as well. I was kind of going for more of a sort of a quap thing, I think. But you know, iron bread would work too. And then you can poof, and then you're an egg. Oh, I've just realised the egg is much bigger than the spoon. Should be the other way around. That's fine. Games that look easy, but the controls are wacky. Well, hopefully, if I can pull this off, the controls will probably be very wacky. Not this wacky. This is a mistake wacky. There we go. The idea is the egg will roll, and if it lands too hard, it will explode. If it goes in water, it gets stuck. So the idea is you want to spoon to jump over water and other obstacles, and then egg to roll, and then it's sort of just a puzzle game to work out which bits. But yeah, I'm just also let's I don't know why this project doesn't have a default world environment set, but well, let's just do one quickly. At some point, this will the ground, the light, and the world environment will all get moved into their own scenes. But just while I'm doing the testing, trying to make it look a little bit nicer, so it's not like headache inducing or anything. No. There we go. That's better. You don't know why people do game jams? It stresses me out doing it for the first one for RPG in a Book. I don't like time limit things. Yeah. For me, I like coming up. So I'm a bit weird. I either like stupidly short ones that stress me out way too much, which I've done something like 18 try jams or something, which is where you have to make a game in 3 hours or as close to it as you can. My record was 45 minutes because I realized I woke up early for an appointment that got cancelled, and I thought, well, there's an hour left of try jam. Let's try and just knock something out. But normally I prefer longer ones, which is why I tend to sort of stick when I do my jams. They're sort of like 2 weeks long. 2 weeks to a month, because I kind of like the challenge of trying to make something with a smaller scope. If I don't have a timeline, then the scope just gets huge. So that's why I like doing them. Oh, why are you being so difficult? Oh, he's... That was not what was meant to happen. So the look rotate also needs to be about 10, possibly even less, maybe 5. Excuse me. So it does seem like rigid body 3D seems to have some sort of on-ground detection. I just don't think it's okay, I might not even need the raycasts then. That would be good. So let's just go back to this. Boop. See, if I use basis, it's back to front. And I don't know how to fix that. Because it's technically doing what it... There's no inversion of basis, it said. But how's your RPG in a box project coming along? I don't think I've caught your stream recently. Oh, what I could maybe do, maybe use custom basis with inverted Y. Let's try that. So we'll comment this out, copy it again. We'll say var custom basis equals basis from basis. Custom basis dot y times equals -1. And then we use custom basis. Oh, but it wouldn't be, it would be -z. Because we, yeah. Stop it, stop it. Yeah, okay. And then I just need to sort of... Then I just need to sort of have it so that the jump force is maybe a bit stronger. I don't want it to weeble like this. kind of want it to just stop when it gets... No! Interesting. Okay, so what have I done differently? Um, capsule shape. Replace raise with get body contacts. Okay. What do we do? So let me just... Okay, so if we spin that... Okay. But it does slow down. Does it ever stop? Yes. Okay. But then why does this always weeble? What's the difference? Oh god. Look, rotate is 5. This was not the intended mode of movement, but it's so very close to what I want it to be. That's silly. Oh. Marker 3D. Point 023. No, 1.5. No, we'll call it 1.5. Let's put the center of mass. Actually, the center of mass on the spoon would probably be what? If we call it an unbalanced spoon, it's probably going to be about here. So that is 0.15. Yay! There we go. So close. And then, wait. Oh, okay. And then the force just needs to be less. So jump rotate probably needs to be about 3.5, something like that. Okay. But now he can never get up again. Oh no! Oh, is it? It's talk in global space. Yeah, so we can use these two, I think, instead of the... Excuse me, hopefully that wasn't too loud. Oh no, another one incoming. Okay. That felt very much like a Helldiver's dive right there. So I think that's in global space, local space, global. No, it's in must be in world space. Oh, excuse me, because if I want it to rotate like this, and then it's still rotating like that on the floor, rather than like this, which is what I was expecting it to do. Is there such a thing as local? No. Okay. 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 Yeah, that's almost exactly the movement I wanted. Just apart from the weird spinning. Oh, bye. Wait, did I? No. Okay. I think that's probably enough for tonight. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Hopefully might be able to do another little stream tomorrow. Probably earlier in the day. Let me just check. So I've got the thing. Yeah. Should be able to stream Thursday evening, afternoonish, if not. But hopefully tomorrow, a little bit of a stream at some point during the day. Not this time, I don't think. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you soon, hopefully. Bye.